Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move today. I'm Paul Sweeney along with Alex Steele, and we're joined by Bloomberg's Red Brown. Red, what do you got?
Yeah, number one on my list right now is Dollar General, up around 12% intraday. That's actually their best move. 13% now. That's actually their best move since May of 2022, and this comes after the company trounced earning expectations and raised their full year guidance as well. The earnings beat was 22%. That's actually their biggest outperformance since 2021. So yeah, really strong results. Companies clearly doing well to mitigate some of the tariff impacts that they called. Another really interesting thing that came out of this report is that they're seeing actually higher income consumers start to trade down to Dollar General. So quite a lot of kind of interesting details from Dollar General. Not one that we usually watch too closely, but a good one for today.
Also taking a look at Constellation Energy. That's one that I'm super interested in. Meta and Constellation Energy teaming up to expand continue nuclear power generation to help Meta out.
Yeah, no, I saw you mention that one just a little while ago and getting a bit more information later, but maybe a bit of a primer. The shares are kind of flat now. They were up 9% and pretty strong move for the company. Again, that's so kind of following up on some of the details you give there. It's a 20-year contract with Meta for over 1,100 megawatts of power, and that'll start in 2 years. We didn't get financial details, but I think just given some of those numbers and the length of the contract, I think this is quite a healthy deal for Constellation. And it really is yet another one of these kind of flashy announcements from AI and the knock-on effect of the AI investment that we keep getting. Last year, we saw 3 Mile Island will be restarting to support some of Microsoft's ambitions. So yeah, just another really interesting development in how AI continues to reshape a lot of parts of the economy.
A little Alex explain here for you.
Yes.
You ready? Okay.
Go.
So basically what winds up happening is this is the Microsoft deal, so we can extrapolate those terms. Microsoft pays Constellation. Constellation sends energy to the grid. Then Microsoft buys it from the grid. The difference then is made up between Microsoft and Constellation. So if Microsoft pays more, Constellation's to pay them back. If they pay less, Microsoft tops it off to Constellation.
Love
so
that.
it's not like a one-for-one. We don't know if those are the correct terms, but I have it on good authority. But we can kind of think it's something a little bit similar. You good? That was Alex.
I'm on it. I'm on it. One more. How about Lululemon?
Yeah, Lululemon. 2 analysts upgraded their target prices this morning, and that's just ahead of earnings on Thursday. So kind of a positive signal for Lululemon. I mean, this could be a stock that a lot of people they have been down on Lululemon this year. I think it's down around 13%. But it has rebounded 30% since April lows, since we started to get maybe a little bit of the cooling in the tensions between some of our trade partners when it comes to tariffs. So, I think that's kind of a positive signal heading into earnings. Analysts are kind of calling for a beat at the top line and then reiterate for the full year targets. And right now in this market, that's kind of good enough for a lot of these retailers to get a positive stock reaction. So anything else? I mean, it's a couple of other things to keep an eye out for that earnings on Thursday is really keying in on U.S. trends, whether or not they appear stable for the rest of the year, whether or not people are maybe pulling forward some of their purchasing to avoid maybe higher costs. But right now, all things seem to be pointing in a positive direction for Lululemon. New colors, new products, continuing to push into men's categories, shoes, things like that, all resonating with U.S. consumers.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.